Incoming broadcast!
What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest video. This is my review for the 2017 film Forgotten. So Forgotten is a film that is on Netflix currently. I'm not 100% sure if it is a Netflix original, but this is a film that, for those of you that don't know, it is about a brother who gets abducted. And for 19 days, he is abducted and comes back, but he is seemingly not the same person that the lead character remembers. And so he goes on a journey of figuring out why that is. When I read that premise a couple weeks ago, I knew I had to check out this film. And for a little bit of backstory, 3 years ago in 2019, I went on a journey of watching a bunch of South Korean horror films, and it was amazing. It was euphoric. Many people that are movie buffs know it, where it's like there's this movie high when you first watch a movie, and it's like, oh my goodness, that is amazing. And it's just, it hits the dopamine, man. It really hits it, and it's amazing. And for me, that was the case when I watched I Saw the Devil and The Wailing back-to-back in October 2019. And it was great. Incredible stuff. So I wanted to kind of almost like try to replicate that. So I decided a couple weeks ago to look up, South Korean horror films. And I looked up a couple, and I decided on two. I chose The Call and Forgotten because I looked at the premises, and, I said to myself, those sound intriguing. And when I read that premise for Forgotten, I said to myself, yeah, that's something I definitely need to check out. And I'm so glad that I did, because this is an incredible, incredible film. I think that this movie has to be seen by everyone. This puts you through the ringer, man. Like, there are so many different emotions I felt while watching this movie. Early on, it starts out as one genre, and then it quickly dives into another genre, and it is outstanding. I'm not going to lie. Early on, I was drinking coffee while watching this movie, and early on, there was a jump scare, and it actually really got to me. In fact, I almost spilled my coffee. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it was crazy, because jump scares usually don't get me, but this one did. And halfway into the movie, there's a twist that happens. No spoilers, of course, but that twist really, really shocked me. I adored it. And that's the thing. I've heard some people say this movie has too many twists and turns. I definitely disagree with that. I think this film has the perfect amount of twists and turns, and it really makes for an unpredictable ride. And goes to, for me to say that this story is quite original, and yes, unpredictable. But the unspooling of plot points is really well done as well. I think the directing is quite strong. This is a director that's very confident in the material that he has, and I think that he's backed up by incredible filmmaking too. Really like the cinematography, the lighting, camera movement. It's all very palpable and creating a tension that you feel as audience members. And that's combined with the sound mixing and the score. The score is very tense as well, and it is quite memorable. But the sound mixing is also something that has it where in the background of the mix, there are certain moments that have it where it's like vibrating. Almost as if something is like suppressed. And that ties into the themes and messages of the film as well, which leads me to talk about the themes and messages. Not going to talk about details, but trying to be as vague as possible because, again, I'm keeping this in mind that many of you probably haven't seen this movie, unfortunately. But the themes and messages beg audience members to really delve and talk about certain moral questions. And the moral ambiguity of this film, I think, is really well done. It doesn't condemn certain characters for doing things, and it doesn't say, like, yeah, that's all right. It has it where audience members have to come up with their own experience of, oh yeah, that was understandable, or oh no, that wasn't. And I love that morally gray compass that this movie has. And I couldn't help but find myself really finding this movie to be thought-provoking by the end. And that was something that I was not expecting early on, because early on, I was digging the film, but I didn't think that it would be talking about certain themes and messages that cropped up later on. And then looking back, I was like, oh, that makes sense. This is the film that I feel like will definitely get even better upon rewatching, because I feel like the rewatchability value is there. This is a film I can see myself wanting to show other people to get their reactions, to get their takes on certain things. And not only that, I wanted to talk about the ending. Obviously, no spoilers, but the ending is something that I think was hard-hitting, but at the same time was calming, if you will. And that's going to not really make much sense, I know, but I had a calming effect of like, that makes sense as to why they did that, but it was also like, oh my goodness, like that's insane. They went there. They actually went all the way. Like this film's, it didn't cut corners. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we're gonna be all dark and bleak, but then at the end it's gonna be, yeah, it's all good. It's like, no, it went all out, and I thought that it was quite brilliant. Everything ties together. Everything is incredibly well done. You care about the characters. The dialogue is very, very well done. It's got incredible pacing. It's only 108 minutes. Flies by. Really, really good stuff here. I also think that, again, the tone, very, very atmospheric. Well done filmmaking really helps emulate that. But this is a film that, again, I would highly, highly recommend. I would say this, it's not a negative per se, but I will say that early on, and I mean like a couple minutes in, I thought that I had everything figured out, like everything. So I was kind of like, well, I guess this might be one of the few South Korean films that I don't like. But then the rest of the film happened. I was like, yeah, I was dead wrong. Not the movie's fault. In fact, the movie did a great job of misdirection early on. But great, great stuff. I just wanted everyone to know that. That was kind of like my experience. Oh, yeah, I know what's going to happen. Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, my goodness, that's mind-blowing. So, guys, Forgotten, it gets my highest recommendation. I highly, highly urge you to check this film out. And Forgotten, I personally will be giving a... See you guys, Forgotten. Did you see it? Did you not? Don't forget about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not? Follow me on Letterboxd. And guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.